Marine Le Pen is going to jail for 10 years and is going to pay €1 million for stealing money from the European Union. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm sure you're looking at my shirt right now. I know it looks good. You're very much appreciated. It was a great weekend. I feel revitalized, one of those weekends. Sometimes you go on weekend and you feel tired. But this time around, I really took some time. I didn't sleep home. And I like it. That was a good idea. So sometimes you have some money, you have some geld, some chelete, some imali, some money, mali, feza, whatever you call it in your country. Go have a good time, get out of the house. For some of you that are married and stuff, get out of the house with your wife. Go sleep somewhere in a very nice, fancy hotel. But you guys don't like spending. You just like sleeping home in the same position, same everything. She's already knows where you're gonna go next. Like, come on, man. Anyway, let's get back on track. We're shifting away here. Marine Le Pen, here she is. You're probably asking yourself, why are we talking about this lady? Her name sounds French. Yes, she is French. Marine Le Pen is running a risk of going 10 years in prison and paying €1 million fine.
This is a case of misappropriation of public funds to the detriment of the European Parliament. In other words, to the detriment of all European taxpayers.
You wonder, why do you need to know this? Well, stick around. You're going to find out why it's important to you. Okay, so who is Marine Le Pen? Marine Le Pen has been a president candidate in France election for several times now. She fell at presidency. But the very last time, she was very effective. Okay, so polls are saying right now, if they go on an election, she has 40% direct winning on the first poll. Now, who is she? Why do people talk about this lady? Marine Le Pen is another version of Donald Trump in France. I think that's a bit simplistic to put, but Marine Le Pen wants you to stay home. She doesn't want you to come to France. She wants you to take care of your family, fix your country in your country. Don't come here. Don't bring your funny, smelly food. Yeah, I know some of you don't recognize that, but hey, some food out here in Africa really smell different. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, it's okay. Some of us are used to eating it. When you're born into it, you don't smell it. But for other people, some of the foods, cassava, what do you call that cassava thing? It's some people call it lukwanga or kwanga or shikwang. It depends. Hey, come on. And there are some fish, the dry fish, macayabo fish, salty fish. Look, that stuff stinks. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. If you leave Africa, you go to Germany or you go to France, to a pure French person who's never smelled none of that before, I'm sorry, he's gonna go like, your food stinks. And then you go saying he's racist. Well, he's not racist, he's just not used to it. So be cautious when you go to other people's country. Just reduce the volume of your smell food, just reduce. Anyway, let's get back on track. So Marine Le Pen wants you to stay home. Don't come to my country, because when you come to my country, you don't respect my culture. You don't necessarily respect my religion. You want me to accept you in my country with your religion. Yeah, and you want right with your religion. You first of all came illegally in my country, and you want me to stay here when you're cooking your food that's smelling kind of different. Now, do you have food that smells different? Yes, there are plenty of food that smells some kind of different. And if you're not used to it, you're not going to consume it. Marine Le Pen wants you to build your country. Marine Le Pen wants you to kick out the dictator at the head of your country. Stop supporting him because he's from your tribe, because that's what most people do in Africa. You get angry when the president is from a different tribe, then you talk, he's bad. Yeah, he needs to get out. As soon as you get a president from your tribe, speaks your language, and you go like, even if he's stealing the money from, stealing public funds, looting, you don't see that. You become blind all of a sudden. You don't speak anymore. So she says, stay in your country, fix your country, don't come here. France has to be France. She got very pissed off with the fact that, the French team, look at the French team. Does it look very French? Well, let's just be honest. Well, when you hear French, you expect it to be very, very French. Very, very white. But this is not very white. This is very African. I'm just saying. Well, they get very offended when you say that. So she wants to get the culture back because she wants a French person to look at his team and go, I can see myself in these people. Well, you just think about it. You as a French person that's really pale, you look at the team and everybody looks chocolate brown and black. I'm just saying, like, where are you in there? I'm just saying. So Marine Le Pen say, stay home. So now, she works for the European Union. She also is representative since her party did really great the last election in France. They almost won the election against Macron. She got to also be represented to the European Union Parliament. However, now they're accusing her of embezzling funds. She is accused of embezzling funds from the European Parliament through what the prosecutors called a system to awarding parliamentary assistance contracts to the people who worked primarily on her party's operation. So they're accusing her for giving jobs to people she knows. That's the simple way of it. The alleged scheme took place between 2004 and 2016. This is very dangerous. Why is it dangerous? Because the stakes are enormous. If found guilty after 2 months of trial, she faces a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison and a fine of up to 1 million euro. Now, she also faces a possible 5-year ban on running for public office, which will prevent her from running. Do you see where we're going? As a European parliamentarian representative, you get paid your salary and you get money, about 21,000 euros that you can allocate on helpers while you are at the European Union, meaning people that work behind you, carrying your bag, your driver, your bodyguard, you pay them too. You get that? Now, they say she hired people that work for her in a personal party. That is embezzlement. That is wrong. Are we together? You get paid to pay people to help you work as an MPE at the European Union. However, she's been accused of embezzling money because she paid people that work for her, but those people work also for her political party. And that is like giving money to somebody you know. Now, some people say there was no set of rules that was clear about that. Who can you hire, who cannot hire? I mean, if you look at it on one perspective, when you hire people for very special jobs, don't you look for somebody you can really trust? Somebody that's, I'm not saying bring your family members. I'm just saying, can you not look for somebody that you've worked with before in the past or something similar? Because the rules are not very clear. Now, apparently, the prosecutors can base themselves from that to throw her in jail for 10 years for using European Union money to pay people that are supposed to be helpers, but people that she got from a political party, and that is not allowed as per the European Union. Now, why would the European Union go for this lady? We have a lot of questions. Let me just put it this way for you. Many people in Europe want open borders. They want you all to come together. They want you all under one banner. The EU. The EU is under NATO. We know who runs NATO. They want you under one line of thought. So if we say Russia is wrong, everybody should say Russia is wrong. If we say China is wrong, everybody should be enemy of China. Now, Marine Le Pen doesn't necessarily agree to that. Okay? Like, she doesn't agree that France should be fighting for Ukraine. She disagrees that France should allow weapons made in France to be fired into Russia. She disagrees with that. She says in under her power, no French soldier will go to Ukraine. No French weapon will be authorized to be shot into Russia. Well, people that want to do things together, all these countries, don't like that, because then you throwing off their projects, their plans. They need Macron because Macron is playing the game. Macron is, you know what I mean? Macron have worked with them. You remember this? He was playing the game. When they said everybody should get he played the game. Matter of fact, he came up with a story saying that, well, if you don't get this, you won't be allowed to go to theater. You will not be allowed to go to restaurant. You won't get out of your house. France was bad, really bad. You think your country was bad. France was very close to China. When it came to, it was insane. You have this, or then you must provide a piece of paper that shows that you've been tested in the past 24 hours and you're negative. It was crazy. Now, she was against that stuff. She is against the war in Ukraine. She is against you going to a country. Well, they sell you the image of a racist person. That's generally what they do. They say she's racist. Is she really racist for wanting to prioritize her people?
I will bring back France's sovereignty in all areas, which means the freedom for the French people to decide for themselves and defend their interests. I will control immigration and reestablish security for all.
You see what I'm saying? She wants France for themselves. She also wants you to keep your country. I don't also not coming to your country looking for trouble. Now, many people believe this is politicized. It's politically motivated. They're trying to make her fall. They say Macron is desperate. The Paris Olympics failed to give him the boost that he needed. Macron is following Sarkozy's footsteps in the likes of incriminating Dominique Strauss-Kahn, except now Sarkozy was helped by America. So this is something similar that happened in France before. There was another strong opposition to the president at the time, Dominique Strauss-Kahn. Now, what happened to that guy? He was about to win the election. What happened was he went to America. And in New York, some beautiful lady came into, the room. A cleaner came to clean a room. I don't know why. We don't know whether this is truth or not. But apparently he asked that cleaner to bend over. And the cleaner went and told on him. And he was arrested and he couldn't pass as president. This is a wealthy man. Very rich, very intelligent, a professor of university, a contender at the election in France. So a man that will never be president because he just wanted to bend somebody over. Anyway, let me know how you feel about this. This is Marine Le Pen. She doesn't want you in her country, but she wants you to stay in your country, fix your country. And France will not come to Africa looking for businesses and trying to, she's not about that life. She want to focus on the people. You take your smelly food. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Back to Africa, and she now they're trying to make her fall because they say she paid the money to the people that actually work for a small political party, which doesn't make sense to me. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. God bless.